Hey boo's, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and let's keep the family growing. Hey, let's keep the family growing. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how we can celebrate Juneteenth this year. Juneteenth is the oldest known celebration commemorating the ending of slavery in the United States. Dating back to 1865, it was on June 19th that the Union soldiers led by Major General Gordon Granger landed in Galveston, Texas with news that the war has ended and that the enslaved were now finally free. So we're celebrating our freedom. July 4th, 1779, the US finally declared its independence, but that independence did not include our ancestors, did not include black people, did not include slaves. In 1865, the news finally came that slaves were legally free. So our own independence did not legally happen until 86 years later. Let that sink in. So I know this year there's been a lot of talk about Juneteenth, and I'm so proud and happy that people are finally bringing awareness to this special day. I learned about Juneteenth about 4 or 5 years ago, and it was in passing. I never heard of it before. I was not thought about Juneteenth in high school. I took African American studies in college, and I was not thought about Juneteenth then. And it was so shocking to me when I started doing my research and I realized, wait a second, why am I celebrating July 4th? Our ancestors were still slaves. So I think about 4 years ago I stopped celebrating July 4th and I moved on to celebrating Juneteenth instead, and I never looked back. So some of you may be asking this year, how can you celebrate Juneteenth? Well, here are 7 tips for you. 1. Educate yourself. Like I said, I only learned about Juneteenth a few years ago, and the best method to learn about your history is to look it up yourself. We have this great internet that's pretty much endless, and you can find a ton of information there. So educate yourself, educate your family, educate your children. Explain the importance of that day to them. Explain why you want to celebrate that day, why you want to honor that day. If you're white, yes, you can definitely celebrate Juneteenth too. And you can explain to your kids, you know, this is a day that we're honoring tolerance, we're honoring acceptance. You can educate your children being understanding, of being accepting, of standing up. So for example, if they're in school and they're seeing injustice, if they're seeing a child being bullied, if they're seeing, you know, something that they don't feel is right, then teach them now to stand up. So read, and educate yourself. Remember, it starts with you. Number 2, bring awareness. So I love the social media age because news spreads so fast. It could be a good and a bad thing, but right now in the Black Lives Matter movement, it is a great thing because we are seeing the injustice, we are seeing things as it's happening. When something happens, you know, it's usually their word against ours, and now we have someone with a video camera capturing everything. The protest, the movement, everything is being captured. So bring awareness, keep talking about it. Talk to your friends, talk to your neighbors, they may not know. Bring awareness to Juneteenth, tell people what it means, tell your neighbors what it means, tell your children what it means. And let's just bring awareness to such an amazing day in our history. And the best way to do that? Social media. You can also share this video. Number 3. So, when you're celebrating a big event, what do? You have a barbecue, you have a pool party, you have a cookout. So for Juneteenth, it is no different. Have a cookout, grill some hot dogs, put on some music, and call your uncle with the bobo shoes because you know he'd be killing on the grill. Get Aunt Shirley to make the potato salad. Disclaimer, don't you dare disrespect our holiday by putting raisins on the potato salad. We don't do that here. But celebrate within the legal limits. I know that some of us are still quarantined, some of us are still social distancing, so celebrate within the current legal limit of your town. I don't want y'all to get in trouble. Number 4, decorate. Whenever you're celebrating anything, what do? You decorate. So get some balloons, get some decorations. You can order the Juneteenth flag offline, get some Black Lives Matter signs, and just go wild. The only limit is your imagination. Number 5. I know with the Black Lives Matter movement, one of the big pushes that we're doing is to support Black businesses. Something you can dedicate that day to is to mainly or mostly or only support Black businesses. So maybe your friend who has her own business making t-shirts, maybe a Black bank. Invest your money into the Black community. And then a great idea is also leave reviews on Yelp, on Facebook, on Google, wherever. If you had a great experience, talk about it. I know a big staple in our community is that people don't think Black businesses have good customer service, and that's simply not true. So when you have a great experience, talk about it and spread awareness. Let people know, like, my friend who makes t-shirts, she's bomb. You know, I went to this Black-owned bank and the service was amazing. Let people know. Let's crush that stereotype. Black business does not equal bad customer service. It just don't. Okay, but there are a couple of new apps and websites that allow you to locate Black businesses. Be careful. I know right now a lot of people are taking advantage of the movement, and sometimes you have to make sure and verify that the Black business you think you're supporting is actually a Black-owned and Black-ran business. So do your research. I'll include a couple apps and links that you can visit in the description below. Number 6. So number 6 will be to watch a film, a documentary. I know for myself, I've been so intensely following everything that's going on, watching live videos and spreading awareness as much as I can. And you may not want to step back and then immerse yourself into like a triggering film. I know right now we're doing so much to spread awareness through social media, through whatever methods that we can, by marching, and a lot of the movies that we can watch are very triggering. Yes, it's good to know, your history, but sometimes you want to take a step back for a little while in order to be able to keep going for the long haul. So you can watch some Black films like Blackish. You can watch Black comedy, support Black actors and actresses, Black producers, watch Insecure by Issa Rae. So focus on Black comedies or other Black movies or TV shows. But if you're feeling up to it, watch 13th on Netflix. And also The Hate U Give is free on all platforms, so check those out. I'll also leave a link to a list that I found that has 20 or something documentaries on Black history that you guys can check out if you'd like. Again, as I said, if you're easily triggered and you need to focus on the movie itself, you can pause watching those movies for now and just focus on something that's going to lighten your load. I understand what you're going through. I'm living it too. We got this. And with that, let's go to number 7. Dance. Okay, one way to release tension and to release negative energy, and that's to dance. I actually watched a live video of a protester. He was just dancing in the street. You have to do it the way you can. You have to protest the way you can. You have to stand up the way you can and celebrate the way you can. And as Black people, our history is full of dance, of movement. I mean, I don't know about you, but dancing is a big part of my culture. In the Haitian culture, we have compa, we have zouk, we're endlessly dancing. Dancing is a form of expression, it's an art. So a big way to celebrate Juneteenth is to turn on some music, jump around and dance around with your friends, dance around with your kids, and just release tension, bring in the positive vibes. Even if it's just you, throw in some music by Black artists because we're supporting Black on Juneteenth. So support your local businesses, watch local YouTube creators, watch some Black creators, and let's put it back into our community. And I think I said 7, but I have one more. Number 8. And this is a very important one, guys. Don't be hard on yourself. If you've never heard of Juneteenth before this year, don't be hard on yourself. We're all just learning. We're all still learning. There's so much about my history that I don't know because I was never taught in high school. Our history, if you know, is really whitewashed. To put it frankly, it is very whitewashed. So you have to personally push to learn about your own history. And it's so much easier now and for Generation Z because everything is online. So if you use credible sources and learn about your history yourself, you have to. And if someone is new to Juneteenth, do not make them feel bad. I don't want to hear anybody say, oh, so now you want to jump in the bandwagon. No, everybody's welcome to celebrate this holiday. We did not all learn about it. We did not all know about it. Blackish has an episode where they talk about it actually. So you guys can check that out. Like I said, watch, you know, black comedies. Blackish has an episode they talk about it. I think Insecure by Issa Rae has an episode where she talks about it as well. So you guys check it out. Learn your history and don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on others. It is the day where everyone was finally recognized as human beings legally. We're still fighting for that true equality. We're still fighting for injustice and systematic racism to be squashed. But it is a day that a giant feat was accomplished. So everyone can celebrate that day. So let's all celebrate together. You know what? I'm going to add one more. Number 9. If you are a non-Black, non-African descent, please do not use this day to appropriate culture. Yes, learn about the culture within the confines of what is moral. So please keep it classy. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, may your hair game be as strong as your Juneteenth celebration game. I love you a lot. Bye, boos! Whip it real good. Black Lives Matter. Forever.